Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in history, and yet it is still one of the most misunderstood. Some people think is essential, some people think is dangerous, and most people don't even understand what it actually does. In this video, I will explain what creatine really is, what creatine actually does, what are the real benefits and risks, and how much creatine you already get from the food, and finally, whether you really need to supplement it at all. For the ones who are new to my channel, I'm Dr. Nash Jocic, former bodybuilding champion. I competed 46 times and won 17 titles. I have been in bodybuilding for over 40 years, and during that time I have coached personally over 3,500 clients and helped them to get in the best shape of their lives. I have also published 12 ebooks which are fully loaded with everything that you always wanted to know about bodybuilding. So if you want to expand your knowledge and widen your horizons and finally start building muscles and losing body fat, simply click on the link below in the comments and you can access my ebooks. Creatine is not a steroid, is not artificial, and is not foreign to the body. Creatine is naturally occurring compound found in humans and animals, and about 95% of creatine is stored in muscle tissue. Inside the muscles, the creatine is mainly stored as phosphocreatine, and its job is very simple: to help regenerate ATP. ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is the immediate energy currency for muscle contractions. Without ATP, muscles cannot contract at all. So this ATP phosphocreatine system actually fuels heavy sets, explosive reps, and short bursts of maximal effort. But there is the key point that most of the people miss, and this is actually that stored ATP lasts only few seconds. So basically, creatine helps recycle ATP quickly, allowing to squeeze out one more rep, slightly more strength, and gives you slightly more power. Now, for bodybuilding, it's more important to understand what glycolysis is, or muscle glycogen, use of muscle glycogen. So in bodybuilding, muscle glycogen simply fuels moderate to high reps, sustain longer sets, and supports volume training. So basically everything that I was talking about in many videos regarding a high number of sets, high reps, volume training relies more on glycogen than on creatine. And you need to understand that, because what creatine will give you is very short benefit of one extra rep maybe. But when it comes to the total energy expenditure and total effect on your training, glycogen is the primary source that you should be focusing on. Now, when it comes to fat oxidation, you need to know that even during intense training, fat oxidation supports recovery between sets, helps maintain ATP resynthesis, and becomes more important the longer the session lasts. So to be clear, creatine supports the first few seconds of your effort, but it does not power the entire workout. This is one of the mistakes that many people don't understand, and they believe that creatine will actually help them to sustain longer workouts, meaning higher number of sets and higher number of reps, and obviously volume training. But this is not true. So what creatine really does? Creatine does not build muscles directly, but what it does, it slightly improves your training performance and allow marginally more work. So over time, that can translate into more muscles if training, recovery, and nutrition are already optimal. Now let me tell you a few words about the real benefits of creatine, right? So the real evidence-based benefits of creatine are small strength increase, slightly better training volume, improved ATP recycling, and also increased intracellular water. What often happens is that people start panicking because they're gaining weight, but this weight is not fat. This weight is basically water which has been accumulated in your muscle cells due to the higher presence of creatine. Let me tell you a few words about the risks and side effects. So let me first kill a few myths, right? Creatine does not damage kidneys in healthy individuals. So that's the number one thing. So a lot of people are saying, oh, this is dangerous for your kidneys, but actually in healthy individuals, this is not the case. Creatine also does not shut down natural production of creatine that you constantly have via eating food which is high in creatine. So if you supplement creatine, that will not stop your natural production of creatine in muscle tissue. Also, creatine does not dehydrate you if you drink normally. Now, the real possible downsides are temporary water retention, temporary weight increase, and digestive discomfort if overdosed. So I remember when creatine entered the market, I think roughly in 1993, because we just wanted to take more in order to benefit more, but actually we were causing most of these side effects, stomach discomfort and diarrhea, because you're taking 10-15 grams a day. Apparently that was the loading phase, but this is absolutely unnecessary. You don't need any loading phase. If you're taking creatine, all that you need to take is anywhere from 3 to 5 grams a day, and that will cover all your needs. So no need for some extraordinary amounts in the beginning, apparently, for loading, right? So forget about that. That's another myth. Now let me explain to you something that a lot of people don't know or don't understand, and this is actually that creatine is found in all animal foods. So, for example, beef, red meat, is full of creatine. 1 kg of beef contains 4 to 5 grams of creatine. So if somebody eats 1 kg of beef a day, it's going to have all the creatine in the world that one needs. No need for supplementation. Also, pork contains the same amount, 4 to 5 grams per kg. Now, salmon and tuna, they also contain 4 to 5 grams per kg. So if you, let's say, eat half a kg of meat, red meat, and also you have half a kg of tuna, you will completely be covered regarding creatine. Chicken has a bit less, 3 to 4 grams per kg. Eggs minimal, and in plants food there is no creatine whatsoever. So who can really benefit from supplementing extra creatine in their diets? So people who eat very little or not red meat at all, they may benefit from supplementing creatine. Also, if you are vegetarian or vegan, obviously you will be eating less red meat, and that will be sign that you don't take enough creatine in your diet, so you may benefit from supplementing extra creatine. Also, people who are training really explosively and again don't eat enough red meat, they may benefit. So for the ones who are already eating enough red meat, tuna, salmon, chicken, you don't necessarily need any supplemental creatine. If you think that you need extra because you're not recovering really well, maybe the problem is that you're doing wrong training system, wrong training technique, or maybe you're not sleeping enough. And in that scenario, training quality, not ATP, is the issue. So again, if you are eating enough red meat, enough tuna, salmon, chicken, you don't need extra supplemental creatine. And if you're believing that creatine will help your poor training, that is not going to happen. Creatine will never replace good nutrition and will never compensate for bad recovery. So let me wrap it up for you. Creatine works. It's safe for most people. It's not necessary for people who already have enough creatine in food. Supplements are optional. They're not mandatory. And supplements should only supplement a good diet. Remember that. And never replace it. Let me remind you once again that I have published 12 ebooks which are fully loaded with detailed information about everything that you always wanted to know about bodybuilding. Things like muscle growth, training splits, training techniques, number of sets, number of reps, nutrition, fat loss, lifestyle change, and much, much more. So if you want to expand your knowledge and widen your horizons, simply click on the link below and you can access my ebooks. I would also like you to watch this video in which I introduce my other services, actually the ways that I can personally help you one-to-one to get in the best shape of your life. Services like personalized nutritional programs, personalized training programs, telephone consultations, online coaching, and for people who live in London, personal training one-to-one. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, like the videos, share the videos, and also send me your comments. And until the next video, I wish you all the best.